Welcome to the first edition of OG Conspiracy News. If you saw my short that I put out just the other day, you will know that I received a mysterious package in the mail from none other than Panic at the Disco, which was not obvious at the time of receiving it. I actually have the package just here, and even on the address that it comes from, all it says is VLV, which is a clue, by the way, when it comes to these mystery postings that Panic at the Disco has been putting out. So today, I want to talk to you guys about some of the conspiracy theories that I have that I've talked a little bit about before around the music industry, celebrities, the Illuminati, and why people who do bad things have to share with us out in the open what they're doing, because that I find is a very interesting conspiracy theory that we can get into with this. First of all, welcome to another video. I'm Ann Blackwood, your Silicon Valley Sage Sister, here to bring consciousness to the forefront of your daily life to make life a little kinder and simpler. So, if you did not see the short that I put out the other day, I received a mysterious box in the mail. I opened it up, and all it had in it was this box. And all that box had in it was this alarm clock with this mysterious note. Now, the day prior to that, I had seen this on Instagram. So, I was starting to put the pieces together. I recognized these three symbols as the symbols of Panic at the Disco that go around the triangle with the exclamation mark on it. And I had recognized, if you look closely, it's got these lines on it. And I recognized those lines from the lines in the post on Instagram, being sort of jigsaw puzzly. So what exactly does this letter say? Soon enough, you'll be living the dream, but for now it's time to shut up and go to bed. Set your alarm for 6:01 and don't be a diva. Now, there is a lot of go to sleep messaging going on with this newest campaign to drop what I'm assuming is the next Panic at the Disco album. When they tell you to set your clock for 6:01, they don't actually mean 6:01, the time. They haven't suggested AM or PM. They don't even talk about Pacific time, etc., etc. They don't talk about time zones. So this is obviously an indication that they're telling you to pay attention to June 1st, which I'm going to assume is when either the first single or the album drops. There is a lot of VLV going on in these, which I don't know if that stands for Viva Las Vegas or what. The exclamation mark is in there, but that's standard Panic at the Disco branding. The exclamation being after the first whatever it may be, because in their name it is Panic exclamation mark at the Disco, for those of you who don't know. So the V exclamation mark LV is another hint. Like I said, I am at this time guessing that it stands for Viva Las Vegas, because that's the only thing I can think of. And Panic at the Disco is absolutely from Las Vegas. Brendan Urie being the only person actually left in the band. So anyway, I found this very, very interesting because we haven't heard from Urie since the middle of 2020. And coincidentally enough, I believe that was June. So if you've seen my videos before talking about the conspiracy of the music industry and movies, telling you plainly, leaving in plain sight their plans, you'll know that there are many things that I have taken out of both Katy Perry and Panic at the Disco songs and music videos and interpreted them based on that conspiracy theory, and I've got another interpretation for you today. So, like I said, all of this marketing around Panic at the Disco's next thing is surrounded around going to sleep. But if anything, that's the last thing we want to do right now. With everything that's been going on in the world right now, the last thing we want to do is go to sleep. If anything, figuratively, it's time to wake up. It is time to wake up. And people are. That's part of why I came up with the term OG conspiracy realist rather than a conspiracy theorist, because really, I think the meme said it best when it said that we should really just be calling them spoiler alerts now rather than conspiracy theories, because the term conspiracy theory just took off and hit the height of its popular use beginning in 2020, as people started labeling anyone a conspiracy theorist who said anything that they didn't want to hear. So, based on this idea that the propaganda, subliminal messaging, whatever you want to call it, happens out in plain sight. It's not subliminal, in fact, but actually just messaging from these people in the positions to know what's going on. Are they trying to tell us? Are they trying to communicate it to us? Or is this what they talk about when it comes to the Illuminati, having to tell the public what they're doing in plain sight in order to do that? Some people think this is a rule when it comes to black magic and the kind of manifesting that the so-called Illuminati or anyone in the cabal do. Who knows? Who knows? What I do know is that there are a lot of things hidden in plain sight, and when you pay attention to them, you have to wonder, what is this person trying to tell us? I believe it was the first VIP Panic at the Disco concert that I went to, where which album was that? Let's see. Pray to the Wicked was the last one. So before that was
a few moments later.
Death of a Bachelor. And they're in that concert, in the music, in the music videos, there was a lot of what some would say supernatural, Illuminati, cabal, very dark imagery when it came to people getting kidnapped, children being kidnapped, and used for magical rituals. I talk about that in my last video where I talk about Katy Perry and Brendan Urie. So it makes me wonder now. Go to sleep. It's time to go to sleep. And if you listen here,
shut up and go to bed.
That ends with some very ominous, not just mysterious, but ominous sound effect. So what is Brendan Urie trying to tell us? Is this the signs of someone in the Illuminati admitting to us what's going on because they have to, according to the spiritual law, in order for their magic to work? Is this just talking about practical life in general? Who knows? But what I do know for sure is this is not the time to be going to sleep, even if you do have an alarm set for any time of day, night, or any particular day in general. Thank you guys for joining me for another video. Seriously, guys, it is time to wake up. That is why I'm all about the awake, not woke, and have been for quite a while, even though I haven't been shouting it quite from the rooftops like I am now. It is time for us all to wake up and get away from that woke woo-woo BS. If you enjoyed this video, if you would like to see me do more OG conspiracy news, let me know in the comments, because how often I do these will be determined based on how much you enjoy them or not. Don't forget to subscribe. Last I checked, I was 2 subscribers away from that custom URL, and then I can stop talking about it. So make sure, if you're not subscribed already, to subscribe to help me get that custom URL, because YouTube tells me I need 100 subscribers to have a custom URL. That would help me out a lot. Thank you very much. And don't forget to check out those links in the description. That includes working with me one-on-one. If you're ready to get off that hamster wheel of hurting and healing and those cycles of suffering in your life, get motivated. Get that mindset reset so that you can improve your life. I want to help you do that. I want to help you set clear boundaries, develop your belief systems, heal, grow, expand your consciousness so that you can be living your best life. Because as A Course in Miracles says, to heal is to make happy. And who doesn't want to be happy? And what I do know for sure is that when all the systems, mind, body, and spirit, are healthy, that's when happiness comes naturally. So let me help you get your life together. And you can do that, let me help you, that is, by signing up for one of my session packages. I have 6 spots open right now, so people are free to just openly enroll for my session packages right now. If you have any questions, you can sign up for my free clarity call. That will be going away shortly, so make sure you get it in now if you would like. Otherwise, you can email me. Or if you're not ready to work one-on-one, I've got Patreon, which has all the best teachings that I have ever come across bundled into an amazing membership tier for just $23 a month. That includes workshop replays, guided meditations, my intuitive lifestyle course, which is the basics of what I do with my clients one-on-one. What else? Spirituality 101 and 2.0 series, which are well worth your while, because I don't consider religious denominations to be Spirituality 101. I consider all of that kind of stuff, I've got a video on it, the prerequisites for spirituality. And I'm all about letting us work together from wherever you're at. So this isn't me ever pushing my spiritual beliefs on anyone. And that's what I love about working with my clients one-on-one, is that I can tailor my spiritual teachings to the denomination, if they are walking in with one, to it. Also, there's the link to dōTERRA, which is your one-stop shop for getting rid of all of those synthetic chemicals in your life and replacing them with the best, literally the best, plant-based products. If you want to up your game, level up when it comes to your natural living, dōTERRA is your one-stop shop. Let's see, bunch of other links in the description. You can sign up for my mailing list if you want to get in on any of the free workshops that I do. I also do free meditations regularly. I only do 1 email a month, and that's it, because I don't like just sending people emails to remind them that I exist. Not my thing. So it's 1 email a month, if that, if you sign up for my mailing list. But that is how you get in on any of the free things I do, so definitely be signed up for that as well if I get a little too awake for the cabal, as it were, for our social media overlords, and you want to stay in touch. Email and being on my email list is going to be the best way to do that if I get canceled, although they are getting better about that now. Bunch of other links in the description. If you're enjoying my videos, I know you'll enjoy the links in the description. And as always, may the energies you serve you well. Thank you for being here for my first installment of OG Conspiracy News. And as always, let's keep making our way through.